Hello and welcome to Inkulinati. I'm Shadowcoast and welcome to the channel. We're going to kick off a new journey in hard mode. So we're not going to go master because that's going to be impossible. But if we look at hard at the top left here, we start with 15 health for our Inkulinati. We start with 12 ink. We have 3 heals to our Inkulinati after each battle, and we start with 2 quills. 2 boredom points per 1 drawn beast, so they go up 2 points per ink for each time we draw. And a beast boredom level will decrease by 1 if they won't be drawn during battle. So we're going to start with the Miller. We could select from Looney or Alewife, but I'm going to pick the Miller. The Miller knows what's important in life, but does not inspire confidence. And we're going to go with the dogs, because I like dogs. So there we go. I am going to go offensive. We could do a heal, but I'm going to actually pick SWAT. And then Halo is going to be important, so if we move Beast left and right, we're going to get +1 to accuracy and damage. That's absolutely critical. And luckily, I had a kind of test journey, so I kept our name Shadow Coast. Our colors are black, blue, and white for Shadow Coast Gaming, so blue is the only option of those 3 we have, so we'll go blue. Let's get started. Today you will pass your final exam, become an Inkulinati master, and then set off on your Inkulinati journey. You will have to face Wild Beast Encounter before you take the exam, though. Wild Beast Encounter, just select the Wild Beast Encounter icon. Tiny Inkulinati versus Wild Beast Encounters are marked with a sword and quill icon. The enemy Tiny Inkulinati is not present in this type of battle. Once you enter a location, you cannot leave it, so choose carefully. Alright, we don't have a lot of choice here, but this is important. These Wild Beast Encounters, we're only fighting the Wild Beasts that are generated in the duel. A couple things on the screen. We can change our army. We don't have any selections, but this becomes hyper important when we have filled out our beast roster, because we're going to want to swap in beasts that are really good and cheap because of that boredom mechanic, where if we keep writing the same beast, they grow in cost. So we're going to see that formally here in this kind of mini tutorial, becoming a master. Looking at the screen, we can see the field. Right now it's just like 1 level, sometimes it's multi-level. Apocalypse type is fire. It's going to trigger after 5 chapters, and then 1 to 3 chapters will have glade events, so random objects will appear, and then every 1 to 2 chapters will have ink blotches that generate, so we can collect those with our beasts and Inkulinati. Chapter 1. Okay, let's give this a think. This guy has a spear, so he can move. So turning comments on and off are important, because when you hover over stuff, it can block stuff. So it's kind of annoying sometimes. But this is pushable. Small bang causes small explosion, and upon destruction activates when you destroy it. So that is good to know. In thinking about this, we're going to go ahead and draw 2 melee sword wielding dogs. So we're going to try to keep the other 2 as cheap as possible. We're going to buff them by moving them. So anointed hands, we get Halo. That was our kind of talent. I think it's probably, in my opinion, much better than the plus ink. And then unfortunately, if you turn this off, you can see we're out of range for the SWAT mechanic, but they should come into range, and then we can hopefully focus fire one another down. Right now our goal is to make sure they can't get our Inkulinati, so it's super imperative. We're gonna go ahead and try to get 8, which is nice, that we don't let them get past us and stab our Inkulinati, which they could do. We are going to go here, and let's see if we can get 8 again. Be patient, and we did, which is fantastic. Alright, so our Inkulinati is going to SWAT this guy. He's off the board. Super imperative. We're actually going to move. Oh, he's moved. We can't. So, you know what we're going to do? We're going to actually move this so he can't get next to us, but if it explodes, that could be bad. And he's out of range, so we're gonna go ahead and call this. He can still poke us through the thing, but we're hoping he doesn't make that move. He does make that move. Ow. 5, and we only recover 3, so that is a little frustrating. We're gonna go ahead and finish this guy off. We could have moved ourselves, but it wouldn't have mattered. He could have got to us. So, unfortunately, we're down 2 health. I don't like that. You can see here, 4 down, so this is going to become 9. Take all. Ah, we didn't get a beast selection. Sometimes you can select a new beast to draw, so I'm glad we saved it. Your health regenerates a little after every battle. By how much, you ask? It depends on your difficulty, so we already saw that. Only recovers 3. If your health drops to 0, the battle is lost. When you lose a battle, you will be restored to full health and lose 1 quill. So these are kind of like our overall lives. And when we lose all of our quills and die, our journey concludes. Now this is the boredom mechanic I was alluding to. Inkulinati get tired of drawing beasts. Every time they draw a beast, their boredom level goes up. The higher the boredom, the more ink it costs to draw a beast. Now repeat. Alright, we'll repeat what you said. Alright, to decrease boredom, draw different beasts in your next battle. Fight a beast for beast battle or visit a chapel. Got it? Yes. So there are different ways to kind of decrease the cost. So here, it's still 5, so I wonder if it didn't implement that yet. So we start up here, Apocalypse, 5 turns. Let's get started. Thinking about this, we are gonna draw you here. We're actually gonna move you. I think you can get triple buff because this will give us a buff too. Alright, this can't move, but this guy can move. I'm gonna try to take this guy out so he can't shoot us. Now, this is gonna be an issue, but that's fine. We can't hit him. We're gonna come down here. Alright, now we're talking. We're gonna do some oh, nope. Let's select you. Look at this. Oh boy. No, don't do it. Okay, so he went for us. We're gonna take this guy out. It's not ideal losing beasts, but the bigger issue is protecting our tiny Inkulinati. Let me see here. Oh, he can potentially push us off, so we have to be careful with that. So we're gonna move you over here just to give us some space. Whoa! Where did that come from? I did not notice that guy over there. Okay, chapter 3, so we have to be careful. Thinking about our chapters. We're gonna go ahead and take this guy out. Let's see, what can this guy do? Halo, health, is he a healer? I'm sure he has some offensive moves. Yep, 8, wow. We're gonna keep ourselves protected, just trying to make it harder for him too. I like you sitting under there because I think you get +2. Oh, you only get +1. Okay, chapter 4, next chapter. Oh no, don't do it. Don't do it. You son of a gun. Oh my god. beast is a heretic. Do you attack an anointed beast, a bishop, I presume? Have a dark halo above your head. Your beast will now take double damage from the anointed unless it prays or obtains a light halo. Please avoid priests, bishops, all clergy in general. That I did not realize. Oh my goodness. Oh, what am I doing? That was a mistake. But we indirectly killed him, so we didn't take a negative hit. Oh, that 6 damage is killer. Man, hard is hard. Beast, we get to select a beast. Mighty Dog. 15, so that's good, but we're gonna go axe wielding creature, sword dueling rabbit. Causes an enemy to take a nap. Prestige allows you to choose dialogue options unavailable to puny peasants. Being famous does have its advantages. Thank you. Alright, Master, that didn't help at all, but you're still the best. You will now visit a non-combat location. Here, you won't face a battle, but a decision that will affect your resources. Hover your cursor over the location. Alright, Master. Spend gold to permanently increase your starting living ink. Or you'll spend gold to increase your starting health. I'll spend 5 gold plus 2 health. Thank you. I can't go there anymore. You have reached the end of the tiny map. At the end of each map, an Inkulinati master awaits. Defeating them in battle will allow you to continue your journey, but first you have to defeat me to pass the final exam. So what should I focus on in these battles? Most importantly, you need a large diversity of beasts. Always bring the maximum of 5 beasts with you. You'll soon be getting some new beasts, so plan your strategy carefully and watch out for boredom. Thanks, let's fight. So we're going to come here, show me what you got. And you can spend 100 gold for plus 5. We can hire a sling wielding creature, which we're gonna do. They're pretty good. So we need to heal ourselves, but we're gonna risk it. Alright, here we go. Final exam, oh splendid. There's going to be lots of farts and explosions, just what Master likes best. So this is a crazy map. He's up here, we're down here. We have our 5 creatures. We have our basics 12 starting. So we're going to have fire sparks. Every chapter fire sparks will appear on the battlefield and deal damage. Alright, after 4. So we are going to... So one of the things that we want to think about is drawing versus not drawing, and like who's doing what. Oh crap, we should put them here and move them back. I'm gonna go ahead and if we look at this, where can I impact this? No, I cannot impact that. I can buff you. He's gonna be able to move us off. So you just have to be careful with these ledges. I'm gonna go ahead and move you back just to give you a buff. And okay. What's this guy doing? Oh, he's got 2 loading. That guy can explode on us. Did he buff him? No. Alright, everyone's asleep. So we're gonna move here because we're gonna beeline it to the master. You're gonna see why here in a minute. Chapter 2, everyone's unloaded. He's coming in, he's gonna hit us. Ow. 5! Alright, you should know I can force my beast to explode. Okay, so he can't push us off. We have to... Ooh, 4, not good. We need to hit those big ones. Ow. see you later. He doesn't explode if we push him off, which is good. We're gonna go ahead and drop another rabbit here. I'm a little nervous. Just gonna create space for us. We got some more bloating. Oh, he's moving us back. Can you? Yes, he can. We're chipping away at the master. We're gonna focus fire him down. And we can't. Ah, shoot, I screwed up. I looked at the wrong one. But you're gonna see why that's helpful here in a minute. Chapter 3, fire's gonna start coming into play, so please don't hit my Inkulinati. Oh, son of a gun. He got us. So we're down to 1 quill. The nice thing about this, we're gonna rematch him. He starts at 13 health, so he starts with less health. We have decisions to make. We're gonna go ahead and hold on. I wish I could see his his range. Gonna move there. Gonna move you forward. Let's get you buffed. Gonna go ahead and get this out of the play, just so we're on cooldown. We're gonna move you back one again. Plan is to get you buffed. Let's see what he does. I should have probably drew another archer, but yeah, that was a mistake. I think if it was 6, it would have been good. Alright, we're going to come up here in the middle so he can't move us either way, although we can get attacked. Chapter 2. He's coming down. Oh no, son of a gun! You should know that I can force my beast to explode. We already know that. Oh boy. That was not my intent. I wanted to move over there. That was a misclick, and we're gonna suffer for it. We'll see here in a minute. Come on. Oh, these guys are... Alright, 5. Yeah, I saw that coming. That's the misclick. We wanted to be up there. Oh boy. Let's draw another one. Hard is hard. Move you over to the ink blotch. I'm gonna buff you. You stop hitting me. Ow. Okay. Ah, we missed. Critical miss. Critical miss. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, we can hit him from any range? That seems a little abusive. Alright, we won. At a heavy cost. That's what we call a Pyrrhic victory. We lost a Quill, but, ooh, beasts. Bishop. Word gets around. Anointed. Attacking anointed beast will turn the attacker into a heretic. Hell yeah. Hand actions. What's this? Draws a cauldron. Healing. Draws a big cauldron. Do we have 2 big cauldrons? Creates a large pot that blocks line of sight. Or heal. Can we heal ourselves? Heals a beast or tiny Inkulinati. So we're going to go with that. Talents. Moving enemies with a hand of action inflicts bleeding. Oh yeah. Beast with a base cost of 6 or less are 1 drop of living ink cheaper. Grants 3 drops of living ink for every friendly beast that dies. Ooh. We're going to go offensive here. Take all. Wonderful. Now we can start the party. Thank you. Let's go. Party! I have to say, bloating and explosions are so satisfying. This is why I never miss a party. Uh-oh. Alright. Well, we are going to call this an episode. If you want to watch more of this tiny Inkulinati hard journey, please be sure to drop a thumbs up and comment. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in future videos. Shadow Coast out.